All right, now on the bottom part of the notes, this is very similar to what you're going to do on your assignment today. So make sure you pay attention because part of it is going to say describe the change in y equals x squared for each function given. Now, if it helps, you can graph these, and I'll graph a few of them, but we're going to discuss most of them. This first one, it says x plus 1, and it's in parentheses, and it's squared. Remember, you see that plus 1, x lies, so it's really going to the left one. Now, another thing we need to remember is if it's going to open up or open down. So look at our a value. What's in front? Well, I don't see a number in front, so it's that sneaky 1. Is 1 positive or negative? Is positive. So this one is going to be opening up, and it goes to the left 1. Now, just to check and make sure that's what it does, let's go into y equals. I'm going to leave x squared for my y1, and go to my y2, clear that out, and I'm going to type in parentheses x plus 1, close parentheses, squared. And let's see if it just shifts to the left 1 space. And sure enough, it does. So, describe it, and if you need to see it, you can also graph it to double check your answer. Let's move on to number 2. Y equals x minus 3. Well, look at the number first. On the outside, there is a sneaky 1, so it's positive. So this one, since it's positive, it's going to open up, which means it's going to look like this if you need to see a visual picture. And since this is minus 3, and we remember that x lies, it's going to move 3 to the right. Now let's graph this one and just double check. X squared, and this is x minus 3 squared. So change this to a minus 3. Then hit graph. And sure enough, that red line, that second one, it just moved 3 to the right. Alright, on number 3, it starts out with a negative. So this one, since it's negative, this is actually going to open down. Now, it says x minus 7. Remember, x lies, so minus means it's actually moving to the right. So it's 7 to the right. Number 4, we've got y equals negative x plus 4 squared. Actually, let's go ahead and graph it just to show you. So I'm going to go back here, and now I'm going to change this in its negative parentheses x minus 7 close parentheses squared. When we hit graph, the original was in blue. Now, the red one, you see it flipped, and it moves 7 spaces over. So, pay attention to the sign in front of the parentheses, because this was sneaky 1, sneaky 1. This is a sneaky negative 1. So that sign is going to tell you if it's going to open up or down. So this one opened down, and it moves 7 to the right, because x lies. X always says the opposite. Okay, number 4. We've got y equals negative x plus 4 squared. So it's a negative, which means it's going to open down. And it says plus 4, so we're actually moving 4 to the left. All right, now, these ones should be reviewed from what we did yesterday. So I'll go through these really quick. Negative 1/3 x squared. The negative means it's going to open down. And since we have a coefficient smaller than 1, this is going to be wider than the original. Two x squared, this time it's positive, so it opens up. And since we have a coefficient bigger than 1, this is going to be narrower than original. Number 7. Now this one has a negative. It's that sneaky -1. So negative, it opens down. And this -4, it's not in parentheses. So don't mix it up with what we did up here. Remember, this affects our y values. So this one just moves down 4. Because if it's plus or minus, it's not in parentheses, it's just going up or down. On number 8, this is positive, so it opens up. And this is outside the parentheses, so it's dealing with y, so this is going to move up 3. Alright, I'm going to stop the video here. We've got a few more examples on the back.